Hi, welcome back. In this video, we'll learn about test cases. If you remember, the third phase in STLC is about writing test cases, which determines how the testing should be done. Okay, so let's see the definition of test cases. So, test cases are a set of action performed on a system to determine if it satisfies software requirements and functions correctly. So please understand that it is nothing but a set of action that we perform on a system. Before we start testing the software, we write test cases. So we first write down all the scenarios or all the test cases that we are going to perform on the system. Let us understand this with an example. So here we take an example of a calculator which has only one functionality, that is to add two given natural numbers. Okay, so we have a calculator that allows us to add two given natural numbers. So before we directly test on the calculator, we have to mention all the scenarios first in a file. In short, we have to write all the test cases in a file. Okay, and once we know that all possible cases are mentioned in the file, we use the calculator to test the system. Okay, so let us prepare all the test cases that we are going to execute with this calculator. Okay, so the first case is we add two positive numbers. Okay, so we'll test the calculator by providing it two positive numbers. So if we add 3 and 5, we should get the output as 8. Now, do we have any other possibility? Yes, we can add two negative numbers. So in this example, if we add -3 and -5, we should get output as -8. Okay, so we have mentioned two scenarios. We have mentioned two test cases. Now, do we have any other possibility? Yes. The third test case includes addition of one positive and one negative number. Okay, so if we add -3 and 5, we should get the output as 2. Okay, so in this way, we have mentioned all the test cases first, okay, in a particular file, and then we will test the calculator. So we'll pick up the calculator and execute all the three test cases. Okay, but hey, have we covered all the scenarios? You can think for a moment. Okay, so the answer is no. We have not covered all possible scenarios. So let us see which scenario we have missed. We have missed a scenario where we can add a positive number with a 0. So if we add 5 and 0, we should get an output as 5. So we have missed this scenario. Do we have any more scenarios? Yes. If we add 0 with a negative number. So if we add -3 and 0, we get the output as -3. And we still have one more scenario where we add 0 with 0. So we should get output as 0. Now we can say that we have mentioned all possible test cases that are required to test addition of two natural numbers. Okay, so we should make sure that we do not miss any scenario, and the test cases coverage has to be 100% uh, uh, available in the test cases file. Now we can test the calculator. We can take the calculator and perform all these test cases on the calculator. So the first thing that we need to do is write all the test cases in the test case file. And once all the scenarios, all the test cases are written in the test cases file, we have to start execution on the real system. Okay, so this is what we call test cases. Here, the format of test cases is as a plain text, but this is not exactly how we write test cases. In the next video, we'll learn about how to write test cases in a particular format. Okay, I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.